2023 has been a year of good times and globe trotting. Huge milestones for Olleyes. We got approval for Australia and New Zealand, as well as Canada. We've been to conferences all over the globe, from Kuala Lumpur to Rome, and now going home for AAO. We've met colleagues and made a lot of friends, all showcasing and loving the VisuALL, the next evolution in portable and easy vision testing. So normally these doctors, the first thing they always do, they want to come by and check out what is this? And then when we sit down, we explain, hey, this is an efficiency tool that you can do visual fields, you can do acuities, color, extraocular motility, pupillometry, etc. That's what really then piques their interest. Then they want to sit down and like, okay, now I want to do a test. You know, once we show them the science and then explain to them and they experience the test, that it's easier, more comfortable, they just fall in love with it. So we have Annie, our AI that speaks over 35 different languages. And the really cool thing is when I get like a doctor that doesn't speak English, that might be from a smaller country, and then they sit down and we start the test, it blows them away, because normally you don't have customized equipment or customized software that's talking directly to your patients, but we have that, and it's really neat, you know, to see their expressions. Usually I can't see their eyes, but I could see the smile. You know, as soon as Annie starts talking in their language, you see a big grin on their face, and I usually get the same response from patients as well. Now that patients are more comfortable, then that just makes the experience that much better. So they're able to sit down, they're relaxed, and when they finish, they'll tell the doctors, I don't ever want to be tested with anything other than the VisuALL. I have doctors that are visiting patients at home, right? Or they're visiting remote areas. So they might work in a larger hospital or clinic in the center of town, and then they'll take the VisuALL with them out into the remote areas and test them. So they really like the ability that they can test anyone, anywhere. There are really no limits to who you can test on the device, and they really love that now we can test everyone. We've created a visual field test specifically for pediatrics. Career Day was a hit. I came in there with the VR, and as you can imagine, all these kids are just going crazy. You know, what is this? It's a game, it's a game. What they do is they control a spaceship to quote unquote drag or pick up the stimuluses, or asteroids for Mars is what we call it. And I sat down there and I tested about 15 different kids. They all played the game and they loved it. Teachers were asking questions. You know, I'm showing them this thing, and now I'm getting calls and questions like, hey, my mom has glaucoma. Does your device work with that? You know, it was a lot of fun hanging out with all the kids and showing them what we do.
During 2024, we're going to release other new products. One of them will be also focused on the functionality of the eye, the pediatric population. And the second product will be for adults, but it will be an additional structural product that, of course, will increase even more the market for us. For Olleyes, one of the main efforts is on the scientific validation of our products. If we start counting from 2020, we have a productivity rate of about 1.6 research project per month. So we are very prolific and very, very productive in terms of research. We partner with many institutions. Some of them we support, but most of them, because of they love and they embrace the technology, they have performed all this research by themselves. It's very interesting how the medical community have the ability to identify that technology that helped them pushing forward, pushing the limit of the eye kit. We have been very good in developing new technology for high accuracy diagnostic. But now, while keeping that level, we need now to increase accessibility. And that's what Olleyes is all about.
We've been around the world, but our trek doesn't stop here. Our mission with the VisuALL is to bring reliable and mobile eye care to all. So join us in this journey and get in touch with us to schedule your demo, or just stop by our next conference and catch up with us.